Clone Warfare: The Universal War is a fan game created by me, with the pure intention of reviving the Plants vs. Zombies franchise. I don't like Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 because about 99% is copy-paste variants and customization. And I don't like Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville because it is unbalanced and has a lack of replayability. This fan game addresses those problems and combines the new items with other games, which wouldn't be possible with variants because it would break the other games, those being Splatoon and Fortnite. Splatoon needs weapons that are better in battles and not just painting, and Fortnite as well, Fortnite. But those problems will be fixed. As well, there is only one problem. I need help creating more upgrades for all the characters and weapons, as well as modeling and animating in Blender and coding the game in Unity. Now that that's out of the way, let's get right into it. When the game first comes out as version 0.0.5, each team will have 4 characters/weapons, totaling at 16 characters and weapons, which may not seem like a lot compared to Neighborville's 23 characters or Garden Warfare 2's 118 characters, until you realize that each character and weapon has 120 different unlockable upgrades, which can create way more character variants than Garden Warfare 2. So players will be able to save the variant they have made. They cannot delete or copy the upgrade build, but they can always change the costume, name, and description. Note, only the name and description is the only thing you can see, not anyone else. So go nuts with naming it whatever you like. So you are basically creating your own character variants. The best part is, depending on what your cosmetics are, the icon will change. The characters and weapons are Pea Shooter, Chomper, Cactus, Sunflower, Foot Soldier, All-Star, Scientist, Engineer, Splattershot Jr., Splattershot, the S1 Assault Splatter, the Medi-Splat, a Run and Gun, Sniper, Tank, and Healing Weapon. The last 4 are for the Fortnites. How original. So that's something I need help with. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the upgrades/variants. The upgrade system remains unchanged from the one in PvZ VFN. You can equip as many upgrades as you can until you have 7 out of 7 points, essentially creating your own variant, which is why you can now save the build. And with 120 unlockable upgrades for every character and weapon, that totals to 1,920 unlockable upgrades. Now fortunately, the Plants vs. Zombies characters already has 80 upgrades, lowering the new upgrades to 1,840. And if you count the universal upgrades, that adds another 20, for a total of 1,940 upgrades. Whenever you promote your character, you earn 2 upgrades for free at random, while the other upgrades become available because you are the correct rank to get them, giving more of an incentive to go to Grandmaster rank 5. So yeah, this game is bringing back variants without bringing back the variants. So that is one of the reasons why I need your help creating this game, so that you guys can create new upgrade ideas. But first, the rules. If the upgrade can be a new character or weapon, that is not an upgrade. Example, Chomp Spray. Replace Chomp with a close range spray. 1 upgrade point. This upgrade cannot be turned into a new character because Chomper is meant to be good at close range. You could say Snapdragon's Flameblower, but that's just a better version of the Fire Chomper because it has extra range. So this upgrade feels like a variant, but upgrades like Shogun Guard, Steam Blaster, and Brain Basher 9001 can be turned into new characters. And no, Thorn Apart, that's just a stupid upgrade. In short, if an upgrade makes sense, it can be used. If not, we will hold onto it for another time, but if it is stupid or way too lazy, we scrap it. The best way to learn the rules is by looking at the upgrades I have made, and you can copy-paste some upgrades, just as long as it makes sense. Go into the link in the description and create new upgrades. It should be the first, second, and third one. And you should do it for the characters that are labeled needed for version 0.0.5. The second link is for Splatoon, and the third link is for Fortnite. And all the upgrades can be brought from the upgrades shop, which will be explained more later. The cost of the upgrades are the first thing all links relating upgrades say. The upgrades also tell you how they work, word for word. And because the character's stats will show, including damage per second, when you change an upgrade, these stats will change. The Universal Battleground is the brand new version of the Backyard Battleground. Instead of being a rectangle, it is a circle, and the bases spawn completely at random places in every new server, and the bases spawn on the outskirts, while the areas that it's corresponding to are in like a pie-shaped formation. In the middle, there is a flag. There is the flag of power. As long as there are only 4 or less players, and the server is in a private server or a local server, like locally playing offline. But once the server goes online/open, the flag of power won't be active, so you can change it mid-match, but you can't change it back to a private or offline match once you make the server open. When you are online, there are bounties. When any player vanquishes any AI character or any player in general, they earn coins and their bounty goes up the same amount. And the player loses that bounty when they get vanquished by another player, who then gets their bounty by increasing how much by giving them the coins, but it also increases their bounty as well the exact same way. And the bounty board will give you a tracker that changes color when the bounty is close, like a Garden Warfare 2 story mode mission. And the bounty will not know if you are going for them, and your bounty will always stay with you even if you enter into a different online server. But this is not possible when there are less than 8 players on the server. You can't enter into the enemy bases, and if you try to, the alarm will ring and you, and everyone else in the server, will experience World War Z, and the variants every player in the server has created will appear as friends and foes, with the fan names only appearing on the creator's screen, as said before. Now, let's talk about those said bases. The Plants and Dave bots have Dave Manor, the Zombies and Zombotany have Zomtown, the Splatlings have Paint City, and the Fortnites have Fortnite. How original. The Evil Splatlings have Paint Canyon, and the Cube Knights have Fort Cube. Wow, how original. Each base has the Sticker Shop, Rux, the Upgrade Shop, the Prize Maps, Promotion Stage, a way to get to Ops, a free roam portal, and a place for the multiplayer portal. And, unlike Giddy Park, the bases are not separate from the Universal Battleground. Instead, you can just easily walk out of it. The sticker shop will always give you 10 items per pack. However, all of them are just purely cosmetic and don't change the gameplay at all. There's first the Lots of Emotes pack, which is 5,000 in-game coins, and it contains 10 random emotes, victory slabs, and taunts. Then there's the Wondrous Pack of Greatness, which is 15,000 coins, and it contains 10 random customizations for every team. Then there's the Fertilizer Fun Pack, which is 30,000 coins and contains 10 random customizations for the plants. Then there's the Amazing Brains, which is just the same as the one for the plants except for zombies. Super Splat, which is the same except for Splatlings. And the Fortified Forts Pack, which is the same, and it contains 10 customizations for the Fortnights. Easy peasy. Reps will always sell 1 legendary, 2 super rare, 3 rare, 4 uncommon, and 5 common items that get stocked up and changed every week. So that means there's a total of 15 items per week. And this also includes upgrades as well. Now, if he is selling an upgrade that you are eligible for, he will sell it for 50% off. But if you are not eligible for it, aka not the correct rank, he will sell you the upgrade for double the price, which makes sense. He is giving you an upgrade that you are not meant to have yet. The upgrade shop is the place where you can get any upgrade at any time, considering you are eligible to get the upgrade. Basic stuff, and placed right next to the sticker shop. The prize map is the same as the one on Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville for Nintendo Switch. There will be multiple different kinds of maps, like some are only for 1 day, others last a week, and others last for a month, and maybe even every 4 years. Leap year. Each map has 30 prizes in total, 29 for the main map and 1 for completing the map. And if you missed the prize map, you can always go back to it, and the customizations will be related to the event. So get those customizations! We all know what the promotion stage is. When you are level 10, you can promote your character and become eligible for more upgrades. Try to get your character to Grandmaster rank 5, which will take 500,000 experience to earn. Good luck! The free roam region portals will not work until version 0.1.5, so you are going to have to wait for that. However, every other game mode but Turf Takeover will work, as the Universal Battleground will be part of the map rotation, including in mixed modes. This game is going to focus more on the characters and gameplay than the maps. Oh yeah, damage drop-off will return as well, making sure that every character's damage per second is different and that Neighborville is balanced. Sprinting is also different, as every character's in-game meters per second changes when hit while sprinting. Let's do Foot Soldier as an example, who has the normal speed, which is 6.5 meters per second. So, when you sprint, it'll double that number to 13 meters per second. But if you do get hit, you will lose speed. So if you get hit by a 7 damage attack, you will lose double that amount, which is 0.14 meters per second. This is now an option for the Splatlings, as well as they also have swimming, but sprinting is just a safer option. When swimming, their health is reduced from 100 to 20, because every single box is 25 health when normal, and then every single box is now 5 when swimming. And their speed is multiplied by 3 while in ink, but it is reduced by half otherwise. And if they get hit, they lose triple the amount of speed. So if you get hit with a 7 damage attack, they lose 0.21 meters per second of speed. And the speed meter doesn't start recharging until your automatic health regen starts, no matter if you're being healed or not. And you can only have your health regen to half, so you have to have healers. Most abilities require dealing damage, healing, or blocking damage to charge them. And abilities will not have damage drop-off. Now, abilities cannot charge the same itself without an upgrade. Now, the reason why there's no damage drop-off to the abilities is so that players feel rewarded and they help change the tide of the battle. Now, the game modes. There is Ops, Team Vanquish, Gnome Bomb, Sububination, Vanquish Confirmed, Capture the Taco, Taco Bandits, and Soil Survivors. During a match, you will not earn experience and coins, and you have to wait till the end of the match. When it is, it'll show, the first page will be on the lobby screen will be all your character icons that you played with and how much XP you earned for them individually. Then the next page will be how much coins you've earned and all the actions you did. The third page will then be the scoreboard, the leaderboard. And then the fourth page is the top performers place page. So, that's good. And before every match, it'll pick one team from good guys and one team from bad guys. So you can expect Dave bots versus zombies. And the Dave bots are made of junk, and they are to work the exact same as the zombies. So it's like zombies fighting zombies with the team swap glitch. The respawn now button is removed, and instead the winning team has to wait longer than the losing team. However, the timer is good enough so that players are able to have time to revive each other. Like Team Fortress 2. Auto balance is now a thing, with it calculating not just your rank plate, but also how much total XP you have earned in the game. And the variants, I forgot one crucial detail. Every character variant will have the same rank and the same level, like Garden Warfare 1's, but it'll also count all of your individual experience points earned for that character variant. And in the game modes, you can actually select if the servers are 1v1 all the way up to 16v16, and each map will be made to fit 40 players, although 16 versus 16 is 32 players. If you want to see how much XP you earn for an action, visit the fourth link. Now, let's talk about those game modes. Ops is back and better than ever. You first need to select your difficulty stage and how many AI players there are from 1 to 3. So you can have 2 real players and 2 AI players. The difficulties are normal, hard, crazy, and carnage. Normal AI enemies have ×1 HP, so normal HP. They deal 25% damage, which is way less than normal. They have 20% accuracy and ×1 spawn rate. So if there's 1 brown coat, only 1 brown coat will spawn. If there's 2 brown coats spawning, only 2 will spawn. Then, which is completely random where you spawn. Fortunately, the base, it does have a circle around it which prevents enemies from spawning in that area. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. So, and ×1 rewards. Hard AI enemies is basically ×2 HP, 50% damage, 40% accuracy, ×2 spawn rates. So meaning if there's 2 brown coats spawning in completely random positions, another 2 will spawn. And ×2 rewards. Crazy is ×3 HP, 75% damage, 60% accuracy, ×3 spawn rate, and ×3 rewards. And Carnage AI enemies have 4 times the HP, normal damage, 80% accuracy, ×4 spawn rate, and ×4 rewards. So you have to be careful of snipers. After you select the difficulty in the map, you will need to pick your character and the AIs as well. Once you do that, you will be placed in front of an empty center, and you can move that to anywhere you like. Once the sensor has been placed down, you can either move it again to somewhere else or place the base there. Once it is placed, you cannot move it. Then you will be rewarded with stars. These stars can be used to place down spawnable areas, and they are not carried over to the next match. Different enemies will drop a different amount of stars, and stars are shared with the entire team. You will need 25 stars to place down a spawnable area. Then, if it's recharged, you can place a spawnable there. Spawnables recharge in the same fashion of Neighborville, but they are just as strong as they once were in Garden Warfare 2. And all the spawnables return from all 3 PvZ shooters, as well as having new ones for the other teams. So there is a Super Beam boss and a Laser Beam spawnable. Oh yeah, and speaking of spawnables, you can actually see how much damage and how much health you have healed with those spawnables, and they will actually count to how much you have healed and your vanquishes. Once you place down the base, you will then have to defend 10 waves. On wave 1, all of the enemy spawnables will go after you. So, Imp Bomb, Brown Coat, basically all of them from every team. On wave 2, 1 character and weapon from every team. Yes, including the team you are on with the previously mentioned Dave bots and Zombotany. Those characters will be selected to go after you for the rest of the match. On wave 3, same as wave 2, but now you have to have 2 of each character from each team, character and weapon from each team going up against you while having to do a side task. So it can pick Scientist on wave 2 and Scientist on wave 1 as well, so now you have to fight against a lot more Scientists, which is important for the next part. So it'll add another character and weapon from each team to go against you. But it'll then be copied with the amount of real players there are, and then they will all be picking one variant you have created for that character. So it'll say, character variant incoming. So yeah. So the first group of scientists, and all-stars will be a variant that player 1 has, then the second group with player 2, and so on and so forth. So there can be a minimum of 3 character variants, or 12 character variants, and they will stay for the rest of the game. On wave 5, no new enemies, but one of the enemy leaders, like Dr. Zomboss, will spin the boss slots to see which bosses you get, and they are also affected by the difficulty. So on normal, they have a ×2 spawn rate and more health and so on and so forth with the damage and everything. There is a 25% chance of a super boss wave and a 0% chance on an elite boss. More on that later. Wave 6. One character and weapon from each team, and it can pick Scientist again. Wave 7. Wave 7, same as Wave 6. Wave 8, same as another challenge wave that's just like Wave 3. Wave 8, Wave 9. Wave 8 is the challenge wave, and Wave 9 is the character variant incoming wave. And then Wave 10, the final boss wave with a 50-50 chance of being a super boss or an elite boss. Now, elite bosses don't spawn 4 times as much in Carnage difficulty, but they do have everything else, including the rewards. So if you get Yeti, you have to fight a ton of more Yeti imps, but only 1 Yeti, but you still fight only 1 Ragnarok. Now there are 4 kinds of elite bosses, all purely visual. Elite, Super Elite, Master, and Grandmaster. This is based on the difficulty you set it at the beginning of the match. Not only that, but on normal, you have 10 minutes to defeat the boss. But on Carnage, you have to defeat the boss in 40 minutes. It seems like a lot of time until you actually realize how much health the boss will have. So good luck. Once the final boss has been defeated, you need to escape in the time span of 1 minute 30 seconds, which remains unchanged, and the escape pod spawns on the opposite end near the edge of the map. The 2 selected teams, when it selects Team Vanquish and or Vanquish Confirmed, the 2 teams will fight for 10 minutes. to see which team can get the most Vanquishes, with the 10 left song playing when there is 1 minute left if you are on the Plants or Zombies team. If it's on the Splatoon team, it'll play Now or Never from either Splatoon 1 or 2, and if you're on the Fortnite team, it'll actually play a new song that is meant to sound like the Fortnite soundtrack while still sounding unique. When the game starts, you know how there's like a low, medium, and high version of each song, right? So, and because it's 10 minutes, every 3 minutes the song will change. So 3 songs over 9 minutes, and the same. And just like previously mentioned, the same applies for Vanquish Confirmed. Gnome Bomb works exactly the same as before, but now there is no overtime and the game ends in a tie when the 15-minute timer is up. Sububination is when there is 10 minutes to see which team can earn the most points. 1 objective captured is 1 point every second, 2 objectives captured is 2 points every second, and Sububination is 3 points every second. Just like in Garden Warfare 2, Capture the Taco is get as many tacos back to base as possible before the 10-minute timer ends. And Taco Bandits is just like Garden Warfare 1, but instead of taking the tacos from Crazy Dave's taco stand, instead the bad guys need to take 3 tacos away from Waluigi's taco stand before the timer ends. And when a taco has been stolen, in Taco Bandits, this timer will get extended. Soil Survivors. Vanquish or be vanquished. Once you're vanquished, you can't come back until the next round, or if you are revived. And the next round, you can't pick the character you just were. Best out of 3, no ties allowed. If the match goes on for 3 minutes, the capture point will spawn randomly somewhere and the first team to capture it wins the round. And once they win twice, the game is over. And the option for best out of 3 will change once there are more characters. So you best be expecting that. Now, because I am the product manager of this game, I have full say for what is good and what is not good. But if you help, I will help you create your own game, movie, or book as you are the product manager. That's one of the ways of how my company, Allco, will work. And if it is completely unique, it can become a paid game, movie, or book. I hope to see you help me so that I can help you. I will learn how to use Blender and Unity not just for my game, but also for your games and movies. The last link in the description is so that you could be the product manager of your own game, book, or movie. However, this Clone Warfare will be the first one to release under the name of Allco. Your game, movie, or book will be released after this game releases as version 0.0.5, just so that we can get a good reputation for ourselves. And it wouldn't be Allco without products of different age ratings, nor would it be Allco without different companies working together. I want this game to be the first thing to be released by our company Allco, so that our customers have a good understanding of our company, like previously stated. This fan game is based off of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's inspired by it. So, thank you Sakurai for inspiring me. Make sure to like and subscribe for future content like this, even though I may procrastinate and delay the video for a whole nother year. I am very close to reaching 100 subscribers and every little bit helps. So, I'll see you next time. Bye!